I am Jessica Baker up here in Portland, Oregon. I work with Formula 3, and I just want to welcome all of you that are joining in for about a half hour of yoga practice this morning. Our members for Formula 3, both in Portland and in Lafayette, and ClubSport down in Aliso Viejo. So always happy to be here on these Friday morning practices and to share this time together. So this morning I have a good little half-hour flow that's really targeting down in towards the hips. So we're going to do some really great work, hip stabilization as well as hip opening. As always in a flow style practice, we'll get into a little bit of everything. Good bit of body movement for all areas of the body, but you'll notice it'll just be a little more targeted towards the hip space here this morning. So we won't waste too much more time chatting. We'll just jump right in, and I'm going to have you start on your backs. If for any reason you want to drop into a seated meditation to start practice this morning, you are more than welcome. I want you to just be comfortable in your body as you start. So if what I mentioned doesn't seem to serve you, then you're going to transition to something that does. Our first bit of movement will be from the back though, so if you are comfortable just lying flat on your back, that's where you'll begin. You might choose your legs out long, or maybe your feet out about the width of your mat with your knees resting in towards one another. Maybe let a hand place itself to the heart and a hand to the low belly. Adding that physical connection and component to the breath. Let the breath be natural here just for a bit as you just drop in. So I always treat the beginning, these first few minutes, as a drop in, right? You're dropping into your body, you're dropping into your practice. You're shifting your focus, so you're coming to a place that you're really moving and breathing with intention, that you're trying to park the awareness in the mind in just one space, versus your morning thus far, you might have been multitasking, doing lots of things, maybe working or homeschooling with children, going on a walk, cleaning the house, making breakfast. And now you just get to let all of that kind of fall away. And you take this next half hour just to come into your body. And it really starts with the breath. So when we create a deepened foundation of breath, it allows the practice to unfold from the body a little more organically, a little more thoughtfully. Start to match now the length of your inhalations and your exhalations, and find just a slight suspension at the tops of your breaths in and a slight suspension at the bottoms of your breaths out. Find that there are a few times, a few cycles of breath. Knowing that right here, right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And creating a little movement, you'll reach down, gather up your legs, pull your knees into your chest, rock it out a little bit side to side. Some baby circles on the floor with your sacrum in each direction, just massaging along your low back space. And then work your right knee into your chest and bring your left leg out long. And then creating a little movement and mobilization in the body, I just want you to work your right knee over towards your right shoulder. And then you're going to cross the body here a little bit and work your pass off the leg from your right hand to your left and draw your knee towards your left shoulder. And you'll find that a few more times, rocking over to the right shoulder and then to the left. One more time, over to the right shoulder and then passing it off into the left. Work it all the way back through center. Interlace your hands behind the right hamstrings and lengthen your leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a few breaths to just breathe through the hamstrings and the calf muscle there, hooking the toes down towards the face. One more breath. Bring your knee back into your chest, you'll switch it out. Work your right leg out long and bring your left knee in towards your chest and belly. Take a few breaths, creating that deeper hip flexion. Good. And then again, mobilizing the hip here just a bit. Work your knee out towards your left shoulder. And then pass off the leg into the right hand, draw it across the body to the right shoulder. Two more, over to the left shoulder, external rotation of the hip, across the body to the right shoulder. One more, over to the left, and across the midline to the right. Good, work the leg all the way back through center. Switch the bind, working behind the hamstrings now. Lengthen the leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Again, flex up, press through the heel, hook the toes towards the face, opening up through the hamstrings and the gastroc, the calf muscle there. One more breath. Bring your knee all the way back into the chest. Both knees come in. Rock back and forth along the spine here a few times until you can bring yourself all the way up. You'll pass through your seat and find tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your knees are underneath your hips. We'll find a few rounds of cat-cow here. On your inhale, pull your heart forward through the upper arm bones. Exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Then again, inhale, pull the heart forward through the upper arm bones. Exhale, press the earth away. Now you can keep it just as is, or you might choose to add in a little more dimension. So maybe circling the torso as you find your cat-cow still, but shifting weight forward and back between the hands and the knees and the hands and the feet. If you're taking this circular movements, then make sure you switch and you go a few in each direction. So good. Bring your spine all the way back through neutral. You're gonna press down into your palms, draw your belly back, lift and lengthen your right leg all the way back behind you. Now pause here, bend your right leg, and now as you do, flex the foot and activate the glutes. Press up through the heel a little more so you feel that catch and contraction in the glutes on the right side. You'll take a big breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna keep the leg bent, cross your body towards your left elbow, and bring it right back up. Press through the heel, and again, across the body towards the left elbow. Inhale, press up through the heel. Two more, exhale, cross the body. Work it all the way back up. One more, exhale, cross the body. Work it all the way back up. Lengthen the leg back out long. And now reach your left arm forward. Good. You're gonna bend your left arm out to the side, little cactus arm, and bend your right knee into the right side of the body, opening up the hip. Lengthen the limbs back out, and palm and knee to the earth. Coming right into the other side, press down into your palms and lengthen your left leg all the way back behind you. Pull the belly back, anchor the shoulders, and then bend at the knee. Press up through the heel, activate through the glutes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cross the body towards the right elbow. Inhale, bring it right back up. Find that activation, contraction in the glutes. Exhale, cross the body. And work it all the way back up. Two more, cross the body. Work it back up, press through the heel. One more, cross the body. And bring it back up, press through the heel. Lengthen the leg back out in line with the hip. And reach your right arm forward. Good. Now right arm bends into the side of the body, left knee bends into the side of the body. And then lengthen all the way back out. Palm and knee to the earth. Reach your tailbone up and back, downward facing dog. Find some organic movement. Pedal the feet out here a little bit. Shake your head, yes and no, right? There's no right or wrong here. There's just movement as you awaken the experience of practice here just a little bit more. Take a nice big breath in through the nose, fill the lungs all the way to the top of the breath. And as you exhale, just let it out through the mouth. I want you to work the inner seams of your feet together to touch. You're gonna rise all the way up to your tip toes. Bend your knees as much as you need to for your hamstrings, but you're gonna tiptoe your feet all the way up to the very top of your mat, and then ground your heels. Forward fold, bend your knees generously, grab opposite elbows as you release your head and neck. Some sweet decompression through the spine. Breathe around the shoulders. Let this feel good and be welcome. One more breath in. Easing your way into the practice. Exhale, release your elbows. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Again, inhale, breathe it in, half lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. This time, inhale, press into your feet, sweep your arms all the way up over the top of the head. Big breath in. On your exhale, you'll cactus your arms, lift your heart. Inhale, reach all the way back up, arms reach up, and then lift the hip points up a little bit, lengthen the tailbone down. Keep the arms reaching up, transfer your weight into your right foot, lift your left leg up, little standing knee raise, this little march. And then bring your left foot down, transfer your weight, lift your right leg. I want you to activate glute medius, squeeze the outer left hip in and lower. With the breath, left foot lifts and lower, right foot lifts and lower. Big inhale, exhale, cactus your arms. Once again, inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, find a bind of your hands behind the back. Big inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, fold it forward. Bend your knees here again as much as you need to. Belly to thigh connection. Few breaths around the shoulders, the chest, the side ribs. One more breath in. Exhale, release your bind. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. I want you to step your left leg all the way back behind you, low lunge. Bring your back knee down to the earth. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, arms reach back up. On your exhale, hands to the earth. Lengthen your legs out now. Pull back through your left heel. And it doesn't matter how low you go or how far the head gets towards the leg. I want you to lengthen your spine out over your right leg as the right hip crease draws back. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend your right leg again, low lunge. Adding in some rotation, left hand plants. Inhale, right arm up. Stay for your exhale. Taking another big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth. This is a little funky. I want you to quarter turn it over your right shoulder. Your legs are gonna stay crossed. They can come in a little closer together and you're on the pinky edges of your feet. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press the right hamstrings into the left quads. I know it feels super weird. We do not often cross the legs over midline like this. One more breath. Come all the way back. Low lunge on the right and sweep your right leg behind you to a three-legged dog. Exhale, open up your hips, scorpion your down dog. Anchor your right shoulder, press the earth away, shoulder to palm. Now, keep the right hip open, but lengthen your leg all the way out. Feel that catch in the outer side seat. Now, this is the fun and a little hard, intricate part. You're gonna square and level off your hips, so internal rotation. The right leg will drop a little bit as the left hip crease pulls back. Lift up through your left inner thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Stay for your exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your breath, inhale, ripple your spine forward, high plank, dynamic movement. Exhale, breathe it right back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more, inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Adding on, inhale, high plank. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, shift a bit more weight into your hands. Exhale, knees can lower. If you like, slowly bring it down to your belly. Tops of the feet to the earth from the quads into the mat. Inhale, lift and peel your upper body, cobra pose. Stay for your exhale. Another big breath in, shoulder blades in towards the spine. Exhale, lay it all the way down. You're going to interlace your hands behind the back, but I want it to be a loose bind, so don't press the hands together. Loose bind. palms away from one another. Now bend your right leg. It's that same little catch, pressing your heel up towards the ceiling. Now lift the heart, draw the ribs up and away from the earth, belly back. You can keep it here, or you're gonna dive, point your foot, dive the foot right into the clasp of the hands, and then maybe kick the foot, opening through the quads there a little bit more. Pretty intense. One more breath. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Let it go between sides. Let the pelvis maybe wash a little side to side, releasing and smushing into the earth. We're gonna bring it right into the other side. So again, you have options. Interlace the hands, but keep it loose if you're gonna thread that foot through. Now, bend your leg, flex the foot, lift the heart, draw the shoulder blades back and in towards one another. Now press up, find the catch contraction in the left glutes. Now you can keep it or point the foot, thread the foot through, reach back through the knee, little kick of the top of the foot into the hands, breathing and opening through the quads. One more here. And again, you'll release, lay it all the way down. Let the pelvis smush again, side to side, softening into the earth. Bring your hands back underneath you, curl your toes under. Inhale from the quads, pull the belly back. Exhale, press up, high clinker, hands and knees. Stay for an inhale. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, you will rise to your toes, bend your knees, gaze up between your hands. Bottom of your exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, press the earth away, sweep your arms all the way up over the top of the head. Exhale again, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Inhale, reach it all the way back up. Find a neutral spine, belly back, tailbone down. Press down into your right foot, lift your left leg. We're adding on. I want you to press your left foot forward, fire the quads. And then figure four pose. Left leg crosses over the right, hands to the heart. Press down into your right heel. Level off the hips here as best you can. One more breath. You're coming right back to your standing knee raise. And then foot to the earth. Left foot plants. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, press your foot forward. Big breath in. Exhale, figure four pose. Again, you can have the hands to the heart. Elbows could be lightly resting on the leg there as well, as long as you're not collapsing. I want there to be strength. Long spine, active glutes on the left. Inhale, bring it right back to your standing knee raise. Exhale, arms to the sides, mountain pose, full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, arms reach all the way up over the top of the head. Exhale, hinge and fold it forward. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, send your right leg back. Knee comes all the way down to the mat. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach all the way back up overhead. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lengthen the legs out now. Remembering to take the upper body out, long spine over your left leg as the left hip crease draws back. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, fill up, long spine. Exhale, back down, low lunge twist now. Right hand plants, inhale, left arm up. Stay for your exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, both hands are gonna come down. Quarter turn it over your left. Here's that funky forward fold. Move your feet as you need to, right? They're never stuck. It would be really awkward if they were that long apart from one another. So walk them in a little bit onto the pinky edges of your feet. You can be up on your fingertips. And then again, activate inner thighs. And then press your left hamstrings into your right quads. And flex your right quads back into the hamstrings. One more breath. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, walk it back, low lunge. On the left, inhale, sweep the left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, open your hip here, scorpion your down dog. Few breaths, anchor the left shoulder, press down from the shoulder to the palm. Now again, you'll lengthen the leg, but keep the hip open. Find that space. Now level the hips, working towards square, As you find internal rotation, pull the right hip back, lower the left leg as you lift up through the left inner thigh, all 5 toes towards the earth. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, breathe forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhalation, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, gaze up between your hands. Bottom of your exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, press the earth away, sweep your arms all the way up over the top of the head. Stay for your exhale, ground down into your right foot again. Inhale, there's that standing knee raise. Exhale, press your foot forward, and then sit down, figure 4 pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, bring it up nice and tall. Exhale, we add on warrior 3, tick-tock it back. Lots of stabilization work as we stand on one foot. Arms can be wherever they need, heart, sides, forward, earth. Find your way, your space. It's your practice. One more breath. We're gonna step it back to crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Staying here for your exhale. Find your footing. Hip points up, ribs draw down. Breath full. Keep the legs, big inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to your right. Left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Your right hand's gonna travel low back or sacrum or over to the left hamstrings. Inhale, reach your left arm up and back, long on the sides of the body. One more breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel your arms all the way down. Sweep your right leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, open your hips, scorpion your down dog. You'll move from this space, big breath in. Exhale all the way across the body towards your left elbow. Inhale, bring it right back, scorpion your down dog. And again, across the body. Press the earth away. Inhale, bring it back. One more across the body. Inhale, bring it back, scorpion your down dog. This time I want you to think knee to chest, but step your foot all the way up between your hands. Windmill it up to warrior 2. Adjust the footing. You might need to get a little longer. Reach out long from the shoulders to the fingers. Now, I want you to lengthen out as you do. Lift the toes and click them to the left. Skandasana or lateral lunge into your left leg. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. And then back to your warrior 2. There's your little flow. We find it again. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, back to warrior 2. One more. Inhale. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Flip your palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay for your exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your arms all the way down to the earth. Step your right foot back, high plank pose. Side plank Vashisthasana. Left hand is your base. Inhale, right arm, reach it up. Lift the right hip up. Left knee can always come to the earth as well. Maybe finding those abductors, outer hip a little bit more. Lifting your right leg away from your left. That works whether the knee or the foot's grounded. One more breath. Bring it right back into your high plank pose and take it through your vinyasa. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, gaze up between your hands. Bottom of your exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Before we do the other side, hit a chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up overhead as you sit low into the hips. Drive down into your heels, activate the glutes, bring in those hamstrings, draw the inner thighs in towards one another. On your next breath in, bring it all the way up. Stay for your exhale. Plant down into your left foot, pluck your right leg up, standing knee raise. Exhale, press your foot forward. Big breath in. Exhale, figure 4 pose. Good, you have a full breath in here. A full breath out. Inhale, you bring it back to your standing knee raise. We add on, exhale, warrior three. Arms along the sides. Again, hands heart, forward, earth bound. Whatever you need, and it doesn't even need to be the same as the first side, right? Those are just habits and thought processes that we tell ourselves. I want you to let your practice be fluid and be where you need to be from one side to the next, and where your breath can be full. One more here. We'll step it back, crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Staying here for your exhale. Find your space. Bring in the glutes on the left side. Press into the ball down to the back right foot. Keep the lower body. Big breath in. Exhale, open arm twist. Stay for an inhale. Stay for an exhale. Left hand travels low back or sacrum or over to the hamstrings on the right. Inhale, reach it back. And then you stay for your exhale, opening up the sides of the body. One more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Sweep your left leg behind you to three-legged dog. Exhale, open your hips, scorpion your down dog. Big breath in. Exhale, you cross your body. Left knee towards right elbow or tricep. Inhale, work it back, scorpion your down dog. And again, exhale, cross the body. Inhale, work it back, scorpion your down dog. One more, just like that, exhale. Inhale, bring it back. This time, think knee to chest and step your foot all the way through. Windmill it open to your warrior two. Again, find your footing. Reach out long, shoulders to fingertips. Soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. We'll find our flow. Inhale, lengthen out, arms up, lift the toes, let them click to the right. Skandasana into the right side. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, back to warrior two. Again, inhale, bring it up, click the toes to the right. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, we stand up tall together, strong together. Exhale, warrior two. One more, click it up. And back to Skandasana on the right. Inhale, work it up. And warrior two. Keep it. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse. Stay for your exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your arms all the way down. Step back, high plank pose. Side plank, Vashisthasana. Right hand is your base this time. Left arm, reach it up. Reach the tailbone towards the heels. Lift the hip. Again, you can stay. You can lift the leg. Knee can ground. Leg can lift there as well. One more breath in. Exhale, your high plank pose. Vinyasa here if you like. Or cruise it right back to your downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the earth. Child's pose, Balasana, a few rounds of breath. Slow it down. Find the sweet and still moments. Can you make them crisp and concise? The more we can drop in to the quiet parts of our practice, the more those quiet moments and breath-filled spaces enhance the challenging moments and help us move through. So is life. When we remember to breathe in the challenging moments of life off the mat, it can really provide clarity and just honoring where you are, being where you are, noticing where you are when we slow down. From your downward, or from your child's pose, you'll come back to down dog. You'll take a breath in, take a breath out. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, gaze up between your hands. Bottom of your exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press the earth away, sweep your arms all the way up over the top of the head. Exhale, arms to the sides of the body. So I'm going to shift, be at a slight angle here so you can see the body. We're going to work some range of motion in the hips, so the last little bit of standing work. So your right foot will start, it will be your base. And it starts exactly as we have before, but we're just adding on. You're gonna lift your left knee up, standing knee raise, reach the arms up. Now again, kick the foot forward, flex, use the quads, and bring it down to your figure 4 pose. Stay for a breath in, stay for a breath out. Inhale, bring it up, back to your standing knee raise. Now this is where we add on. I want you to work your arms out to the side, and as you do, open your right hip, or sorry, your left hip. Now, bring your knee forward, your heel back as you work the leg behind you. Bend your right knee, tap your toes like a little curtsy, hands to your heart. Stay for a breath in, press down into your right heel. Stay for a breath out. Press down into your heel, inhale, come all the way back up, arms to the side, palms face up, tailbone down towards your right heel. Arms up overhead, back to your standing knee raise. And arms to the sides. All right, left side to go. Left foot is your base. Right leg lifts, arms reach up, standing knee raise. Press your heel forward and figure 4 pose. Sit down into your hips, 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Inhale, bring it back to your standing knee raise. Here's your addition. Arms come out to the side, open the hip out to the side. Tailbone still reaches down. Don't let the tailbone reach back. Foot goes back, leg comes back. Bend your left knee, tap your right toes. Stay for a breath in, stay for a breath out. Inhale, bring it all the way back through to your knee raise and arms to the sides. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, arms reach up. Such good work. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, long spine, half lift. That can be your homework you can just do throughout your day for range of motion for your hips. Final vinyasa here if you like. Or just right back to your down dog. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it out through the mouth. Lower your knees down to the earth. Shift to one side. Bring your legs out in front of you. A brief boat pose to bring us down to the back. You can come right, heels grounded, hands behind the thighs or lifted. Arms can reach, legs can lengthen. Belly back, long spine, balancing towards the sitting bones. One more breath in. On your exhale, I want you to lower down, half boat, hover the feet, hover the ribs. Stay for a breath in. Upper body's coming down, knees bend in, legs draw up towards the ceiling. Arms to the sides, breath in, flex your feet. Exhale, lower, hover your right foot. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, left foot hovers. Good. Work it up. Keep it going. One side to the next, your pace, your way. And belly still draws back. Can you keep pulling the ribs down and in towards the spine? You're almost there, my friends. Let's do one more each side. Right foot hovers and left foot hovers. Bring it up. Bend the knees. Plant your feet to the earth, heels in line with your sitting bones, few inches away. Arms come to the sides of the body. Press down into your feet. Lift your hips and your pelvis up. Press down into your heels. Keep the ribs anchored. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower, hover your seat. Bring it all the way back up. Squeeze the glutes. Lower, hover. Bring it up. Lower, hover. Good. And the next time you lift the hips, I want you to stay. You're just gonna pulse there for 10, driving down into the heels. You have 6, 2, hold. Now pack your shoulder blades underneath you, bringing it all the way up to bridge pose. Chest to chin, lift the hips a little higher, press down to your heels, reach your quads forward. Arms can lengthen or interlace behind the back. One more breath in. Exhale, work it all the way down. Walk your feet out about the width of your mat, let your knees rest in. Arms can come to cactus arms or all the way out to the side like a T. Shift your hips a little bit to your left. Let your legs and knees drop all the way over to the right. Supine twist. One more breath in. One more breath out. Work it back through center. Shift your hips a little bit to your right. Let your legs and knees drop all the way over to the left. Drop down through the right shoulder. Breathing down the right side of the body. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring it back through center. Legs come all the way up overhead. Little slack in the knees, relax the muscles in the feet and the toes. Draw little circles in the ceiling with your toes as you rock and roll from the sacrum, releasing the low back. And then you will reverse the direction of your circles, going in the other way. Still the legs. Happy baby pose. Bend the knees to the outsides of the body. Clasp the feet, the ankles, the calves, or catch behind the knees. Maybe rock it out a little side to side, drawing one knee towards the earth at a time. And you will bring your knees all the way back into your chest. Final squeeze, a moment of gratitude. Allow yourself to unravel into a final place of rest. Shavasana. Legs are long, arms along the sides. Focus on relaxing each and every muscle within the face. Some space between the top row and bottom row of the teeth so that the jaw can be open. The brain falls back as it drops within the skull. You give your body to the earth so you can feel the energy of the earth pressing back into the body. This is why we practice. Again, letting the sweet and quiet moments of holding space be more potent than the challenging or physically driven postures. Let this nourish you. You use this time to fill your tank back up. So I'm going to end practice with this little reading tonight. Today I've been loving these little heart talk readings from Cleo Wade. So I'm going to end as you lie in your final resting place with a little reading for you as you drop into your body. The time has always been now. The time is always right to begin. The time is always right to stop waiting on you. The time is always right to embrace your path, to accept what you had to walk through yesterday and what you must step away from now as you move toward tomorrow. The time is always right to pound your chest and let them know that you are here, to let them know that they will hear you, to let them know that they will see you. The time is always right now to end your silence, to look at the person next to you and tell them to end their silence too. The time is always right to reclaim your narrative, to tell your story, to live with wild freedom in a place that asks you to control not only the way you see the world, but also the way you see yourself. The time is always right to say, I will not be a victim. I will be a survivor. I will be a savior. The time is always right to remind yourself that you are going to be okay. The time is always right to love somebody, especially if that somebody is you. The time is always right to make today the day. You proclaim that you deserve your ideas, your dreams, and your hopes. The time is always right to let waiting be something you just don't do anymore. Now is the time, beloved. Now is the time. So now is the time, my friends. Go well into your day, your Friday, your weekend. I'm so grateful that you shared some of your time here with me today. So much gratitude. I bow to each of you. Be well.